The river knows her name. My name is Isabela Rivera, and let me tell you what happened to me, because no one else will. It all started with a phone call. I was 16, just settling into sophomore year, when I saw my mom, Camila, go pale while talking on the phone. Grandpa Lorenzo was dead. A stroke, they said. No warning. We went to his funeral in New Mexico. It was quiet, barely anyone showed up. Grandpa had lived alone for years, in this eerie house right near the Rio Grande. Before I could even process it all, my mom told me, "We're moving there." I didn't get it. That house? That town? But she wouldn't answer my questions. She just stared into space like she was remembering something she didn't want to talk about. The house smelled like cedar and mold. The floorboards creaked like they remembered every step from 100 years ago. My room faced the river. First night there, I couldn't sleep. The moonlight bounced off the water in a way that made me feel watched. The next morning, I found claw-like scratches on the outside of my window. No explanation. Just a sick feeling in my gut. A few days later, I found an old journal in the attic. It was Grandpa's. Started off boring, weather notes, crops, bills. But then, the entries got dark. She came again. Always after 3 a.m. Always weeping. I saw her by the river. She called out, not to me, but someone I couldn't see. Isabela doesn't remember. She was only a baby. But she saw her once. I know it. The twin didn't die. She was taken. Twin? My heart dropped. I never had a twin, right? That night, I heard the whisper. Not in a dream. From the river. Isabela. I sat up, frozen. There was a woman standing at the water's edge. Pale. Drenched. Hair down to her waist. A soaked, white gown. Her mouth didn't move, but I heard it again. My daughter. I screamed. My mom came running. But when I told her what I saw, she told me to get some sleep. I went to my best friend, Mateo. I knew he'd listen. And he did. He didn't laugh. He looked terrified. You heard her too, he asked. Then he told me about how his dog went missing, how he heard cries at night, scratching on his window. She walks the water, he said. She's looking for someone. I needed answers. Mom wasn't giving them, so I dug through her closet. Found an old photo album. There, 2 babies in a hospital crib. Isabela and Luciana, day 2. Luciana. I had a twin. Mateo had a dream the next night. He saw Luciana, standing in the river. Arms out. Eyes blank. And behind her, a decaying woman, mouth wide open in a silent scream. Mateo woke up with scratches on his arms. The river was rising, but it hadn't rained. I confronted my mom. She finally told me everything. When we were 1, she brought us to visit Grandpa. One night, she left us alone in our cribs. When she came back, Luciana was gone. The cops blamed wild animals. But Mom heard the cry that night. Oh, my children. She never told me. Thought keeping it quiet would keep me safe. But the river never forgets. We didn't turn to some magical ritual. We didn't cast spells or summon spirits. That's not how real hauntings work. Instead, I started keeping watch. I recorded every night, set cameras, sat by the window. 4 weeks, nothing. Until one night, I caught her. The woman. La Llorona. Standing at the river. Weeping. I didn't run. I walked to the edge of the yard. The wind picked up. She turned and looked at me. I held up the old baby ribbon I found in Grandpa's attic, the one with Luciana's name on it. I spoke her name. Luciana. And the crying stopped. La Llorona stared at me. Her face broke into something almost human, almost sad. She didn't hand Luciana over. This isn't a fairy tale. But she stepped back into the river and vanished. The crying hasn't come back since. The river's been quiet. I'll never know if Luciana was really taken, or if La Llorona just saw me as her. Maybe both. But I do know this, that night, I wasn't just facing a ghost. I was facing a mother's grief, a grief that never ends. And now, I keep that ribbon by my bed. Just in case she comes looking again. Because La Llorona never leaves. She just waits.